Hey guys, Aaron here with For the Love of Tech, doing another video. And you're probably wondering, what are we doing with all of these amazing phones? We have a Google Pixel 2 XL. We have the OnePlus 5T. We've got the iPhone 8 Plus. We have, wake up! We have the iPhone 10. And then we've got the Galaxy Note 8 right here. What we're going to do today is something I've never done before. Bear with me. This is my first one. Hopefully I will just get better at doing these. What I'm doing today is battery testing. What we need to know about these phones. All the batteries are different. What will drain the battery the quickest is the screen on time and obviously the data that it uses. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and turn off all of the 4G to all of these devices if I can. I think I can. Then I'm going to go through and make sure all the notifications are turned off on the phones, so that way we're not getting all these additional notifications. And on top of that, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to drain the batteries. All right, guys, here's the rundown of what we are dealing with today. MAH, the measurements that are used to describe a battery. How many milliamps is a battery? So milliamps, bigger is better, always bigger is better. However, we also have to take into account power management. That comes with software. Good software will manage the power of that battery better. It will allocate it towards certain apps where it needs to be the most. That's where software management comes in. Next, we're going to talk about 4K. 4K, for a smartphone to be considered 4K, it needs to have a starting resolution of 3840 by 2160. None of these phones are 4K. Let's just get that out there. Even though I'm going to be using 4K content to view and to look at on the screen, none of them are quite 4K. It's not the newest, biggest thing on all the phones as of yet. We're hopeful for 2018. Next is PPI. This is pixels per inch. This is the measurement that is used to measure pixel density, your resolution of your phone. Here, just like milliamps, mAh, more pixels per inch, the better. All right. When looking at a phone and you're looking at resolution, pixels per inch can make a difference. Keep that in mind, guys. This is what we're dealing with here, all right? These phones, they're all measured diagonal. That's how they're measured, right? Look at this, guys. Silly. All right, guys, just looking at these two phones right here, right? We've got the iPhone 8 Plus and we've got the iPhone 10. The iPhone 10, all right, pay attention, it's 2716 milliamp battery. It's measured 5.8 inches from here all the way to here, right? Super Retina HD display, 2436 by 1125. Resolution at 458 pixels per inch. iPhone 8 Plus, 2675 milliamps. So the iPhone 10, even though this is a much bigger device, has a bigger battery in it. All right, so back to the iPhone 8 Plus. All right, 2675 milliamps, measured 5.5 inches, right? This is more screen, less bezel. That's why. See, kind of comes all the way, bleeds out to the sides. That's how they get away with that. The iPhone 8 Plus is 1920 by 1080 with 401 pixels per inch. Next, we're doing the OnePlus. Oh, there we go. Instagram's coming for us. I'm going to have to turn that off before we get going. The OnePlus 5T is a 3300 milliamp battery You heard me correct. It's a giant jump from the 2700 on the iPhone X and the 2675 on the iPhone 8 Plus. We're at 3300 milliamps. Still 5.5. You see, this is all screen compared to this, where it's screen and then these giant bezels, itty bitty little bezels. See the difference in the bezels? If I can zoom in on this for you guys. See the difference in the bezels? They're huge. In comparison, right? Same size phone, but it's measured on a diagonal. This, looking at it, even looks like you're getting more phone. Because you are. Measuring on a diagonal. All right, anyways, moving on. OnePlus 5T, 3300 milliamps, 5.5 inches on the diagonal. Full HD, 1920 by 1080, 401 pixels per inches. Exact resolution of this. Exact resolution. Nothing weird about that, right? Now we're going to move on to the... Ooh, don't be looking at my patterns, internet. Always trying to get my patterns. Always trying to get my patterns, you guys are. All right. The battery... ooh. All right, guys. The battery on the Note 8, I believe, is 3000 milliamps. Trying to remember off the top of my head. I think the Note 7 scared the Note 8 and the Galaxy S8 into a 3000 milliamp battery. Giant phone. Biggest screen, 6.3. Boom, boom. This is a very tall phone. And this is all bezel though. This is mainly all screen. Beautiful infinity display, which means it wraps around the edges. You see that? It actually goes on the side in case you've never actually seen a Note 8 before. The screen is on the side. Scott, I hope I don't drop it. The screen, it's on the side of the phone. That's what makes it the edge. You swipe the edge, you got your little apps there. It's awesome. Check out my full review, Samsung Note 8. I love that phone. But the battery life, 3000 milliamps, 6.3 infinity display, quad HD, super AMOLED, 2960 by 1140. 2960 by 1140. Y'all heard me? 2960. That comes out to 521 pixels per inch. That is giant. Right, guys? That's huge. It's amazing. All right, so the Pixel 2 XL, my buddy, I'm so sorry I don't have the Panda. Oh, shut up, Google. All right, here we go. Look at that. It's gorgeous. Got some more stuff I'm going to have to turn off before we get going. This phone here is at 6-inch, boom, 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 on a diagonal. It's a big phone. It's wide. It's tall. 2880 by 1440, right? 538 pixels per inch. So there's more pixels per inch than there is in here. And this is with a POLED, which is plastic. That's what the P stands for. So a little bit different technology into this one, just bringing that up. Despite the Pixel 2 XL being the biggest battery on the Surface, can it win in the test? All right, we're going to take a minute. I'm going to go ahead, double check on all these settings. Give me a second, be right back. All right, what I just did, I just went through, made sure all of the apps were off. We all started at 100% battery life. Haven't really done much of anything. I create a little folder on the top of all of them. Well, most of my, don't think I did that one. But for the most part, all the apps are right there. What we're going to do is we're going to go through some YouTube. We're going to play some Subway Surfer. We're going to do some Instagram, some Facebook. We're going to play with these things until the batteries go dead. Some of the screens may turn off. At that time, we'll come back, we'll turn it back on. But for the most part, we're going to see if the Pixel 2 XL with the bigger battery is going to survive the test. About good 15, 17 minutes. All right, guys, we went through several little videos. Let's just check in. We're gonna keep it going because I think this is the best way for us to drain the battery. OnePlus 5T clocking in at 87%. Clocking in at 86%. 85%, all right. XL2 clocking in 89%, 94% guys, 93 now, 93%, 96%, 96%. All right, that's the verdict, guys. It's pretty darn good. Come on, focus. 82% OnePlus 5T. 80% Galaxy Note 8. Pixel 2 XL. 85%. So now we're at 89%. Guys, that's pretty good. Good job. Apple on 10 or 92%. Pretty good, right? So here we are, 11:01 p.m. So the OnePlus 5T is at 53% with the Pixel 2 at 11:01 p.m. 46%. iPhone 8. All right. 54%. 11:02 p.m. Up here, we are now at 11:30. We're at 32. Pixel XL, we are at 11:30 at 45%. The Note is at 11:31 at 36%. 47% at 11:31. So it's really interesting what we have going on. We got the Pixel XL2, which initially drained faster, but it appears that it's holding the charge a little bit better. It's using power management pretty good. So the iPhone is no longer in the lead. No longer has that giant lead that we had before. It's recommending low power mode, low battery, 20% remaining. We're going to close it. We are at, it's actually still playing the music. We're at 19% at 12:22. OnePlus 5T is rocking at 12:22 at 15%. At 28% at 12:23. All right. Pixel 2 XL, 34% at 12:23. It's pretty good. 34. The Pixel's at 34%. You guys checking this out? The Pixel's at 34%. This is phenomenal. Here we go. 1223, iPhone 10, 35%. That's 35%. Oh! All right, 1:12 p.m. Kick the bucket. OnePlus 5T. 1:12 p.m. All right, well, that is it on the Samsung. He is dead. Samsung Note 8 is out for the count at 2:06 a.m. We have been doing this test for a while, guys. The Pixel 2 XL is down to 7%. The iPhone 10, 6%. Who's gonna win?
$9 per month, or drive an Audi Q3, only $339 per month. A4s now just $359. Q3s now only $339. Take control today at Audi Clearwater, the better way to buy.
Alright guys, that was the iPhone 10. Just kicked it. We got the Pixel 2 XL with 4% battery life. I'm gonna tell you, the fact that the Pixel has well over 500 milliamps more than the iPhone 10 in this phone, and it only has 4% more battery life, it's not leaving me overly impressed. Not saying I don't love my Pixel. Not saying that if I'm in a jam, I'd rather have these 4% than this dead phone. But what I am saying is it's not as good as I thought it was gonna be. I thought the Pixel was gonna knock it out of the park and it was gonna leave us with like 15, 17%. But really, we got 4%. That's above the iPhone. I mean, obviously, it was in the 20s, high teens when these two died. So, with that being said, this battery test took hours. I filled up 128 gigs of recording space on one memory card. I'm already on my second memory card. I understand why not everybody does battery testing. This is a big project. It takes a lot of time. It's a commitment. I was glad to do it. I'll definitely do it again. I want you guys to be educated. I want you to be informed. I want you to know what you're getting into. By no means are any of the phones we went over tonight, are the batteries deal breakers, because they all have good things about them. They all lasted hours of intense use. So just imagine if they spend, you know, at least 80% to 75, 80% of the day in your pocket not being used. They're gonna last you all day. I know my Pixel can last me all day. My iPhone's never died on me. Neither's my Pixel. My iPhone 8 Plus has died on me with heavy usage. Never had my Note 8 die on me, mainly because I carry a charger with me. So with that being said, that's probably not a good example anyways. But anyways, it's been a long night. I was glad I got to share it with you. Hopefully we have all learned something tonight. For the love of tech, go in your drawers, go in your old closet, pull out an electronic, share it with somebody that doesn't have it. Give somebody an opportunity to use something that is your old technology is their new technology. Namaste. Have a good evening.